Welcome to the Lake Show, where you can learn what's going on in and around Lake Loudoun. It's hosted by CTV and brought to you by Fort Loudoun Lake Association, the people that keep your lake clean. I'm Angela Howard, the Executive Director, and what we do is ramp, kind of like a boat ramp. We remove trash and debris daily. We are advocates for pollution prevention. We monitor stream health and stormwater management, and we protect this beautiful lake, if you look behind me, Fort Lake Loudoun. And today I am so excited to introduce Zoe Nutt. In fact, we're actually at Zoe's house on this beautiful, beautiful lake. And the cool thing about Zoe, not only is she a very talented lady, is that her grandfather, Ronald Nutt, was one of our founders of Fort Loudoun Lake Association. And you can see why, if you can just cast your eyes, not on this beautiful lady, but this beautiful, beautiful river, why he would want to protect it and keep it clean. So Zoe, thank you for having us out at your house. Thank you so much. And I do want the audience to know that I did challenge you this year. She happens to be a wonderful producer and singer. She wrote a jingle for us on my urging. And what's the name of your song?
Right now I'm just calling it Sweet Tennessee. So.
Is that because of the Sweet Tennessee River?
It is.
And so you're from here?
Yes, this is where I've grown up my entire life.
Like right here at this setting?
For this setting for a good amount of my life, but in Tennessee the entire time.
So have you always loved the lake?
Yes, definitely. I've grown up doing lake activities like wakeboarding on boats and just swimming around. My grandmother lived in this house, or my grandparents, they lived in this house before me. So I've grown up around this lake and doing different activities.
Yeah, so is this beautiful place motivating for you?
Yes. I'd like to be able to live here my entire life, and it's very motivating to try to work hard to stay in this area.
So tell me what your favorite thing about this lake is.
Oh, man. I guess my favorite thing is kind of what I wrote about in the song that I did. I talked a lot about being the anticipation of getting up and ready to go out with your family to the lake. So my favorite thing is just like that anticipation about like I'm about to go up and it's really cold outside, and just like that it's going to be a great day. You just have to get up and get out there.
So in case there's somebody out there that doesn't know what it's like, describe your experience of getting into the lake.
It's cold. If you grow up with my family, they make you go up at 7 a.m. and it's cold, but it's a lot of fun. My experience has just always been with my family and with my friends.
Physically, what's it like?
What's it like?
Yeah. So give us a moment of stepping out onto the bank or the dock or on the boat. What's that like, and then when you actually dive in?
Okay. Well, I guess it's a little nerve-wracking because I'm afraid of heights anyway. But I guess it's very breathtaking. It's a beautiful scene as you see before me, and when you jump in, it's just a moment. I don't know. It's just a great moment. I don't know how to describe it.
Did you describe it in your song?
I guess I did describe it in my song. That's true.
Tell the audience some of your lyrics to your song.
Okay. It's sitting on top of the dock, water just hidden off the rocks. Hear the crack of cold metal cans, the lake's calling you to come and swim. We'll keep the water warm till the sun hits the shore, sip soda pop beneath the kissing tree. Oh, what you missing by the cool water's edge, the wind keeps whispering to me. So that's the intro, and then it goes on to say that of all the places and all these towns, there's nothing that can keep me from jumping off the dock into sweet Tennessee. So it's a comparison to everything great in the world and how much better this is, just how sweet this spot is.
And you've traveled, right?
Yes, I have.
So have you been in other bodies of water?
Yes.
Yes. That may sound, crazy, but what's the difference I know how much your heart is right here, and it's just great to hear somebody that is so passionate about this particular body of water. And you say in your song that in all these other cities and all these other waters that this is exactly where you want to be. So what's the difference? Why is this? I know it's your home.
Yeah, it's my home, I guess, but why would compel other people to come here instead of other places? There's so many places to explore. There are so many great people on the lake. I think that's a huge attribute to this place, is that there's such a great community, and it's just an exploration of being able to go around and see your grandmother, see your friends, pick everyone up, and all enjoy something together. You can go to the football games on the river and spend hours there. You can stay here, you know, and just fish, and you'll see your teachers or just anyone just all around you. I think it's because there's just a really good community that makes you feel at home. Not aside from how gorgeous the lake is and how many new places there are to explore all the time.
So it's like its own community.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost like it's not a gated community,
No.
but an ungated community.
Mm-hmm.
And would you say this, because I've had other people on the show, especially boaters, that they have a certain community that once you get out here on the lake, everybody's similar. It doesn't matter socioeconomically or race or religion. It just doesn't matter out here. You just enjoy the river. So it's almost like a way of bringing people together. Would you agree to that?
Oh, I would totally agree to that. Definitely. It definitely is. Everyone has a common goal, just have fun and enjoy the lake, whether it be just hanging out or actually doing a sport on it. So I definitely agree with you.
So it levels kind of the personality and the community. And one thing I think we're really, really, really blessed with here in this Tennessee River is just what you said. You can go so many places on it. It's like a road. It's like, I know that we can come from Florida up to here or Mobile up to here, and it's navigable and it's usable and it brings us goods. But on the other hand, it's also a roadway to all of your friends' houses. It's a roadway to a lot of fun. It's a roadway for us to go to dinner. It's a roadway to go to a football game. It's a roadway to go to the cabin. It's an amazing, versatile place, isn't it?
It really is. This town is just a water town, and that's the best way I can ever describe it for someone that's coming here. Is that you will be on the lake and you will use it as a means of transportation, but also just as a means of enjoyment.
Means of enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful for people to hear that are here, and I'm sure they agree. Now I'm going to hit another subject because of your age, right? You're young.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a junior.
Yeah, I'm 20, and I'm a junior over at Belmont.
Belmont in Nashville, Tennessee. She's staying here in Tennessee, and hopefully she'll give our talents to Tennessee for a long time. One of my questions is, and I really want to appeal to the younger people out there, is you see some of the stuff that comes down the river, trash, and I'm sure in your travels about town you see people dumping ashtrays or throwing stuff out of the window. How does that make you feel?
It's frustrating. It's frustrating to know there are people like you who work so hard to keep this place clean, and there are people like me and my family that swim in it and enjoy it for what it is, and it's definitely frustrating to know that people do that.
And it's something that, I hate to call it, it's a trash culture, and it would come from lack of education. And so, one of the things we try to do is educate. And what I would love to see is an ad campaign someday, really showing people that whatever they do, say in Fountain City, comes all the way down, and Zoe will be swimming in it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. I think that's a great advertisement.
What other ways, with that young, fresh view, what are some things you think like your age group could do, or what would you do if it was up to you to get the word out? What would you do?
Well, definitely promote my song. No, but for real, I think getting people to realize what's important to them about this lake, the activities they do, and really show them how them being in trash is just really not good. Like, just show them how it can hurt them, not just how it can hurt me, but put it personally on them, for them to know that that's not going to be healthy for their land when their children grow up here. They may not be able to swim in this lake when their children are here if they keep on putting trash in it. Really put it, I think that's what you have to do, show them how it will affect them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What they do away and how it shows up here. And some of the things that's tough to detect are the unseen toxins. And I know we have some good policing agencies here at East Tennessee. The Tennessee Clean Water Network's really good. One of the things I was showing at the Conservation Expo it's called an Enviroscape. And it actually shows people, it's supposed to be for children, but I think adults could use this too. It's a landscape, and all the different places, schools, factories, homes, and if each one of these just become the slightest bit negligent, right, and there's a rain event, it all ends up, it shows all the pathways end up in the river. And again, the Zoes, but not only Zoe has to swim in it, our fish have to swim in it.
Yeah.
And if we don't have fish, we have a dead river. And actually some of the cool things that they showed today was the bugs, you know, the things that people fly fish with,
Yes.
right? So when there's an abundance of those, it means our water is healthy.
Okay.
And the good news is, over the past 10 years, our water has gotten healthier. And it's really through different people caring, people who do the work at monitoring it, but actually being advocates. And we got to say something. I mean, your song says something about this lovely Tennessee River, and don't trash it, right? Yeah?
That should have been included in the lyrics. Now that you're
Well,
saying
you got
it.
another stanza. You can
we haven't recorded yet.
Yes, that's right. She's recording this weekend.
But,
So you can add that, yeah.
But that's very interesting to know that that's how you even can tell that something like that's going on. I wouldn't have been able to tell that. No one of my age would have. So knowing that's really important. But I even just remember going fishing on here, thinking, can I eat this? Is this okay to eat? Like, that's a concern, and you want that to be better. You want to be able to enjoy the lake in every way possible.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and it's as much recreational, but also economics. You know, of bringing. We also like to promote our town, and that doesn't mean that we have to build up everything along the river. But really, it's a wonderful asset to bring people to the University of Tennessee, to Oak Ridge, and to downtown Knoxville, and to this beautiful places out west that we have, and TVA. And TVA has been a really good sponsor for us. So, is there anything, if you could say anything to you, an audience of people, either about this river or their behavior, what would it be?
If you haven't been on the river this year, you need to go and experience it for yourself, because we can talk about it all day long, but you just need to experience it for yourself and go out here.
And
That's
how
what I
do you
would say.
think? Just getting in their cars and coming to the river, maybe sticking your feet in, or